Ekosiisen ye bonsoir wo mene sempa de brane mamba obi som
Eddie Brennan Mamba. Oh, we are champion. We are great. Yeah. The ball is a mystery, you know. Oh, but there was sweet, yeah. Or the Adumbi so getting quim, tear than I see. Now, also. Oh, me fa no ma chi obi an ma da obi asi the way am nyina mbe jam ya me kura ma me chi no busia se enam asi nyame hyiram nyina
so say eye no koso kakaso na nka na
kakaso na so aba hoda me the last the same kakaso na nka
say hono no ya assemblyman and obey presiding officer,
presiding member,
yes.
Kasina Nankana district,
and they're not Kakasunanka in Srihu. In Srihu.
What an hour assembly
man.
Yeah, they go for the home.
My home was a day. My home was a day. Afi share afi shapa afi nyamin tu yankwam na bibia nyi yes ebe yi
na ene unim say ye wo ku bi wo Eastern Regional ye from Eastern Vultures Eastern
for pity ana pity omo
Eastern Vultures omo the statement about say Eastern Vultures demand immediate annulment of the NDC parliamentary primaries in Ayawaso and prosecution of all culpable aspirants of vote buying. The Eastern Vultures have taken keen interest in the conduct and subsequent outcome of the NDC parliamentary primaries held on 7th February 2026 in the Ayawaso East constituency, which reportedly produced Mr. Baba Jamal Mohammed Ahmed, former MP for Akwitia, as the winner. Whilst the NDC prepares to present its candidate for the March 3rd parliamentary by-election, the process that led to this outcome has been gravely tainted by widespread and disturbing allegations of vote buying, supported by clear and damning evidence circulating extensively on social media, a development that has compelled the NDC's national leadership to initiate investigations into the matter. Having critically assessed the available evidence from the traditional media networks and the social media, the Eastern Vultures unequivocally condemn this brazen assault on internal party democracy and therefore call on the leadership of the NDC to immediately annul the results of the Ayawaso East parliamentary primaries. Almost what transpired is a shameful chapter in Ghana's democracy. Na convener of the group and in such a statement we are seeing David Pra or a convener and chairman at the Eastern Vultures. What's it?
David Pra of MPP.
Now, who named David Pra there?
And you know one national service over calling for him.
TVET service.
And
yeah, David
Pra. Over Vultures so that.
Maybe they deal with it.
To make dehumanizing who say now. Pete.
A group
Pete chairman.
Dabi.
On not take go man Pete or is Pete. MB before that name Pete.
Spelling initials been what
in the way near any initials. A VULTURES. Eastern Vault.
Dehumanizing yourself with a group of.
Oh, now say the call made no. It's the same call the majority.
You should go and make that call in his circles. You should look Obi Bincha Ghana for Ghana for Nina Yamintu Munkwem. minia anti agibe me na chiu why can say fine so we lumbe ye bibia be don ho pa why puffy obi
yes
let me say well edumre bebre na insem betodwa obi abitimi can be and their problem ni ho but I believe say
role inside election now I
was the regional organizer.
No, but you were given a specific role.
A supervising officer.
Supervising officer.
Yes.
National amounts are responsibility. No. Hey.
In every election, say the election electoral commission say to administrative and procedural. The party itself have a supervisor say she share na atu akwemu no okay monitor yeah
and Nukpenu na say wadwuma na produce the ehun ye
den na mu
na de we hu de course
den na hu
na de na we appear before a committee say bibi an koso anka
well election there uko election na we are bibi bi obeti bi ebe ye odare nya ode no definitely as a responsible political party
yes
betu anamon say okay asem we ati Ekosiisen then e bae
yes
nti one yesuma say mun ko hwe say adwumedi nso no mun bra ne ntiemu so I was not called before a committee.
You were called.
I was called to come and explain
what happened.
Okay. Frankly speaking, baby, I mean, Jina any nia no yenhu bibisa. It is after some time na it. Yes, Nkofu call your attention. Say, "Oh, bibi koso na mati." Me, the first time I brought my attention was a radio station, a friend me.
Okay.
To find out what is happening in the election. Then he brought it up and I say, oh, I don't know. And after that interview, and obidi video be chair say, Bibi Akosu say that you want to say, oh, fine. Yeah, at that moment, nature say, and yet the voting area and I didn't see here.
Okay.
But within the constituency, somewhere within the constituency, it be more bochenku or what, and yama be more Akosu. Na some candidates din abem enti ye ne saying na is bibia yan into who's into eso asa ebetimi adenti process na akoso yie asumdwie bibia obia ba ebeto aba fefefe oye ne bia nkoso so as a political party ni ye wo ho no ye to adwin say na same way. Yeah, what are the implications? Yes, you are frowning on anything that would dent voting in terms of say inducement and bibia the ma one betu aba ebe the nsembeba. So following other videos I say omo ebi mu kita niama ni bi omo claim say yes omo ye delegate na say na course na we well publicly it doesn't sound well. Party no mpenyifo nyina e the interest him say no say nia etete no ekoso ampa then we have to take a step. So the hierarchy consulted widely and before the close of day no a statement was issued as to what the implications will be. And the process need there within the voting perimeter of the cluster of schools need there. Bibia nkoso identity election bet because a jumedie koso within that jurisdiction claims aba say yes say koso yaji say from asimesi so aye bonidin ono so a part of the election no there party ni said yenye hwehwem enti omo apa abojoko 3-member committee say omo tie one more about one so one more bim any other person some feel say they can invite to listen to the issues and see the gravity of it and make recommendation to the party to take a decision before
3rd March
Wednesday filing. No, not 3rd March. We have to file a candidate on Wednesday.
And Sunday at 2 about
yes.
3rd of March.
Wednesday
or Chinechi.
Yeah.
And a committee in a report I was saying about
China. Na party ni take a decision.
To all intent and purpose. Say annual results.
Call for certain.
The majority in parliament. Majority in parliament.
Oh, who are they? People should be careful.
The members of the majority caucus of the NDC in parliament has become aware of the widely circulated allegations of vote buying in the just concluded NDC parliamentary primary in the Ayawaso East constituency in the Greater Accra region. The caucus wishes to strongly condemn these developments against the background of the agenda to reset the politics of this country. After extensive deliberations on the matter, the core leadership, as well as the extended leadership of the caucus, has resolved to communicate to the Functional Executive Committee of the NDC as follows. 1. That the primary of the NDC organized in Ayawaso East constituency be annulled immediately. 2. That any candidate who participated in the said primary and has been established to have engaged in this unethical conduct be banned from participating in the subsequent primary after the annulment of the decision. In the one calling for investigation in Poor, aspirants. This is the majority, and it's signed by 16 caucus leaders of the majority per each region. Region be a caucus leader from
listen, watch my feet. They are locusless.
Omuni locus.
The
parliamentary
you're careful. And now some number. You see, a responsible political party, the moment General Secretary are communicating, nobody have a locus. It's like normally the youth wing of the party can also issue a statement. Women's wing, diaspora caucus, Zongo caucus. Is that how we run a party?
No.
What is this? General Secretary, after consultation with the leadership, political committee and everything, was directed to issue a statement and say this is the way of the party. What is their locus in this? Secondly, on say okọ be na see ye pa kronfo omo amubu kronfo kunu no
eya na bebre na aka
omo na ye kronfo no. Which of them is not guilty of what has happened?
Offense way. So
what is this? Why won't you leave the party to take the decisions or the actions you want to take, and you go out there to make this thing?
Now,
at the end of the day,
what surprises me is majority of the members of the majority, you can't say caucus, no, are lawyers. I mean, say BBSC. Now you don't even call for investigations straight away, annul the vote, ban the people involved. Really?
Oh, is that how we should act in this country? Democracy, no, legislators, we natural. And for me statement, me feel so bad, so bad.
Especially
as we speak, many of them, majority of them, are buying things and keeping in their home to even determine who become a branch chairman, who become a branch secretary. They shouldn't look. They shouldn't put some of us. We want the sanctity of the party. Yes, I stand for it. Any decision that will come from the committee investigation, whatever, I will stand for it. Because what did we call for? We called to reset this country. And the political party that called to a reset of the country say bibia kosune the party image be call into distributor. And then we can say I'm familiar with this person wey Madam Funti because jina ne chipimpin na e di ngwase brain na. Any decision will have its ups and downs, consequences in the back, but we are looking at a global view. How this thing went viral and international media has looked at it, and the personality involved was a diplomat. Are you getting me? That was why the president have to go the route he went. I get me. Enti party a communicate president ni route naba. You say come humble. This should sober every individual in the NDC. Say if you don't apply maturity, this is how it will end you. Because which of us can say a by election we don't do certain things that will motivate the voting public to give us the leverage. We do, but sensibility. So and then when we apply sensibility and maturity, na wato jemwa kra no neman ni kronu. Why? Oh minia we de watom yemfa unsi nchen yempe then injection violet ni abombelet bi mu so ni abombelet amoxicillin bi mu na yemfa fra powder Saturday night powder na dressing powder na yemfa krakra ewu a dachi bi nyame betumi ayewadum. That is how we should go. But obia jumpy like kill the baby with the bathroom water because we dry na we jani na egu hu enti kunu ukunu ya ude na obinya. I get me. Nobody will support whatever went on to say oh I see that one but how we humble ourselves in this whole process is a careful. It's a curve, you know, in the political practice, you know, every time you meet a curve, but how do you navigate that curve? You navigate in a year or China, you will see your way clear. I think from the top to largely majority of the grassroots, nobody is happy with it because it didn't speak well. I know people are agitating. It's part in here where look, everybody should humble himself. Because me. The reason why many people will say Anthony de Umbuadi or say me, I am the only person who can tell you take your vote. I don't need it. Say me see can open carry your vote. Because you see, me, I've never gone to election on election day say me charge. In the process of campaigning, every constituency I make the army one me the mom to say yes, my bar, my free bro, my betinas, my betie me. Me election day. So Benyami say me kita tekuni sempo me mama ni bi. Muntu ma muntu. And family home. Because I don't have that capacity say we call around crap on easy. And yet easy so be mobilizing. So Charlie, every concern me kwa ebia looking at the terrain, maybe I'm confusing okay, maybe at 2,000, maybe at 3,000, maybe at 5,000. Just say mudi sorti mo ho. Na me we abre abetinasi election day. Now say mo free maba me mama mamuntu me mau. Yes. And everybody can attest me election day I don't do it because nyame won me dey abrem wo ho no ene musumu dia ni say mo ba be kire me odo na nyina yetu anamo abodi party. I get me. Haven't you seen this thing happening when people you see shamefully on them? Some of them who are talking today, we have pictures of what they branded in the last premise, what they ice chest cook nyamafumbi normal cause say for China. Excuse me to say this. Normal be chama, women organizers, youth organizers, nyamafum and yedumampu. And they are talking today in parliament. Please. He who never commit that sin should take the first stone and cast.
Uncast the first stone.
Are you getting me? Why are you jumping ahead of the party's decision or the party's roadmap? Why? It is an act of indiscipline
on the part of the
majority caucus.
The majority caucus.
Yes. When the general secretary of a party speaks, nobody, whoever you are nobody. That is the communication of the party. Finish. Wait until the next step. Who will be there? Fako committee name. Then you jump to air and make this statement as if say party near headless. Where are we going? Timi mesre. Obi biara jubrel. Ayawaso East for Mamutu Biswabo, Mamutu. Calm down. The party is in a critical decision making. It can be palatable, it can be unpalatable. But at the end of the day, the integrity and the sanctity of the NDC is what we are all looking at. Nobody can vary whatever decision will come. That will be them. And you see, a candidate has emerged, but without the letterhead and the signature of the General Secretary to EC, he can't file.
Yeah, that's true.
He or she cannot file.
That's true.
And the supporters may not know this. And yes, you have won. We have had it before. People have won election, but they didn't file.
Before we need primaries, but now
yes,
on the team of the party. Yeah.
So everybody should come. Now, influences and emotions should be taken out of this. Look, I was so tense and bad looking at Obi friend say, I'm not going to declare whether you were happy or you were not happy. We didn't know what was happening. How will I be happy? Are you getting me? Me the message. You was said here, and Greater Accra, volatile region and a volatile constituency. Also, and idea we can joke with the emotions of the people there. So whatever will come out, we need to navigate it and make sure say Obiati I say look, ni akosu ni akwaba nyina no eye party ni do ni party ni dachi. Any fortunately ye ne kra on my Ghana. The international look and the local look of the people who gave us the mandate, everything comes to play at the table. I get me say your man be so na we are if you nipa na sample say oh me na me kan so me there mejem enko. That is maturity. But yeah my mu there it's like say kankan kra about junti na ekrim.
But there are those who believe and so say in all of this no one person seems to be targeted.
No,
I say Obi nipa baako no obi ebo ni dey.
Fine.
And the reason then so were say almost all the aspects.
And nothing a committee no is taking the pieces.
Okay.
Is taking the pieces. Yes, will be here.
Yes.
But would you na beto dwa? Would you beto dwa see investigate? But you won't kwa investigate. Before, during, and after, what happened? What gravity of material inducement and a course across the candidates? If people can be bold and go and say yes, meji say, this is the evidence. That is firm. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So the committee is not just looking at the viral video of some of the media station indicating one candidate. Across.
TV be buy, Nkosia buy, and yet to say be more can.
Nkosia send the wine, Nkosia in Toman Crofudi. That's
some mean putty premium beyond Nkosiano. May come your mess see.
Me penny reference to Nkosia, I think was Yaman Crofudi. Where,
Nkosiano they see late literature, no, this year, millions of they do 500 Ghana. Because you do 500.
This is something I usually do. Say a public event. Say Obi Autom Kusia, Obi Autom Bruning Katia. I'll call Cantinina, Chairman Crawford, Jusikaneko. Because at that moment, do you know why I do those things? Giri Bana, Pum, Nipana losing the tree. Into Jiman and San of you on one. Chalewa Sevino. I do these things many times. I hear a political party. Nyama, yes, because I know how people can be rowdy in certain seconds. No more. I say be and even funerals. I do these things. So be tongue, kusia man, and just say my because food. Even during yesterday process, now one of the candidates, he stand or check breakfast. And the delegates never no muji breakfast and no kita no about center no. About 5 people buy and me free police for say look this thing should not happen because it's branded. Omujia. It is not much to inducement, but because it's branded in a certain destiny, somebody can just raise unnecessary alarms. They say, "Giri, supporting one candidate." And no any so into omujia, the two baby no mabe vote no mako form no moko. Are you getting me? And all the aspirants food stand breakfast when you inducement you can find from to Obama in somebody's mind it can be termed as inducement, but political practice inducement, but certain materials was certain value and who say yes, it will raise a certain alarm. But
I think where some may disagree with you, finally enough, your honorable Emrem, to say the majority caucus in parliament, which is such a critical wing in your party.
They are critical as the youth wing, the women's wing, the diaspora wing, the local caucus. They are. Listen, they are a wing. Hey.
But they cannot be on the same level as the youth.
Why?
Oh, please.
Did they write exams to sit in parliament or people voted for them?
No, please.
I said the general secretary of the party speaking, nobody as a locus. I will not miss this word.
You are talking about the majority caucus.
And so what?
Led by the leader of
and so what? Is he bigger than the general secretary?
The minister of parliament.
Is he bigger than the general secretary of the party? He is not. Hey. Tomorrow the signature the general secretary can take him off that seat. The signature of the general secretary of the party can take him off the majority caucus seat. Simple. Want me pray? Are you getting me?
Off as a leader of the majority.
Yes.
Not as a member of parliament.
No. Say at the time we move out, general secretary and communicate here. I don't have a problem, but party not communicate. Until at that moment, you know, say move of view here, you don't put it public. It's like you are robbing yourself. Why?
And no move you, no take
position without hearing anything. And you're fair. And I don't think we have to encourage this thing, because you encourage here. All we are asking is that all the groups in the party will start writing, calling, do this. And another group can say, hey, maintain it. You don't have. What are we going to do? Are we not going to fight ourselves? They are the members of parliament, revered, respected, but they have no locus in this matter.
Collins also a former member of parliament. My NTO.
Lawyer. Assembly the Armenia Anthony Nukpenu. Wakasa said NDC, typical kida. And yama a how. Na as to say be a very reduce a parliamentary party.
Yes.
Of NDC to that of youth wing and a women's wing. Now, I disagree completely.
So also a wing.
Oh, no.
And the Akani also are wings.
No. Every constituency be no youth organizer, women's organizer. No, we a part of electoral college. Omokoi parliamentary candidate. By general elections, parliament. It's an guest house. The National Assembly there, yes. But the bottom line is a mainstream party. You know, the Okoso from Krana General Secretary is
the main man.
The main man, yes. But said your describable say NDC majority party statement near bogus.
Bogus.
But their statement, you know. Omuni locus.
Yes.
But was here here.
Yes, our statement here. Especially after said na general secretary Akasam.
I think it's both statements in fact 3 statements. President there. Any functional executive and NDC there.
Yes.
Any NDC parliamentary party there. So statement means say bogus.
Are they?
I'm not person using the word. We're not really shaming. So he's
the statement bogus.
The Dikai on my penny, dear no. A case of say, what the idea will be necessary. What one will be to me, but to me now, oh, the demon as I ya. Because you see, I don't think the president has been fair to His Excellency Baba Jama.
I didn't hear.
Because one, any power moko 2 aban. You got 2 almost aban. 5.
Oh, phone. Factual chairs in Mamma.
The Nipa I call to almost Aban.
Yes.
Almost 5.
Sure.
5, no, over the president's statement is directed at Baba Jama. Honestly, a more beyond fancy to say, Mr. President, only the appointees in no control over them when it comes to curbing corruption in this country. In the Hono Mami who say, that statement way there, I'm say a targeted statement. The Baba Jama or person or then a buffer. If not, because the president condemning all the candidates, Yakoto almost Waban. 2, Emra mainstream party, no NDC General Secretary, this statement by the first statement is also targeted at Baba Jama. I'm saying, at the Bonnie Benaway. Baba Jama, Bonnie Benaway. Now this is no more, no one knows my year to my Baba Jama. I've known Baba Jama since to a Nente Sebao. Our Jinamoma party, no, but then na ye ni suminaso. Shimbaba wo a bososa. Now I
a former deputy general secretary.
Yes.
Of the party.
Yes. Starting before say propaganda, Baba aye Juma NDC bao. Aside the deputy minister for information
sure.
What you say? But a quite modern fashion. As if him. Now only
mischief.
And this statement, smacks of hypocrisy and double standards. Because system candidate are winning, and therefore
which one is system candidate?
Hajia. Hajia so be a meti na me shime.
Majority caucus.
These same people.
This same majority caucus now the kobo.
The kobo sir.
2 days.
2 days Hajia nyen konchama delegates.
Oman kanisa.
Sana chire Hajia jina konchama delegates.
Oman 100,000.
Asamba na ya no mo kan. Unim.
Eto breakfast. 100,000.
Hajia jina konchama branch executive we ni manfo ani brabre. Me say wo duru a omo hwe ba bia o emo no 5 kilos yetimi yi miensa yes Hajia dia. Oman panyini se Hajia dia. Oman panyini se Hajia dia.
Me ntina ma wonya mutwe.
And sanya ma wo no ya ni ho.
Obi. Oji. No. Me from man penny deep body we. You can't put the president's name into this. No.
I saw some CEOs on the ground now. Omo campaign in fact unim.
Baba Kudi.
Oh, I don't know person me obinya problem.
And then why?
Anthony, never.
Maybe he's lying.
No,
Anthony,
hold on.
You are misleading.
Go Facebook crowd omo crowd dey be church.
I
don't even need unim omo.
But to make a definite statement say omo be chair more man penny.
Omo dey man penny na your campaign. Tie. Eto omo hunu say baba ye popular e wo ni ma chair man penny ni. E ha omo. I'm telling you, at the end of course or no. So me media as a political watcher no sanya ma we no menim my year media my say mo chia che matene mo achem my yebi nti minim ne eko eto mo hunu say ye the presidency abaye campaign ye bibia bi baba ti ma biti ye dia ene wagu man panyina ni mu ase because the candidate na anwen but please munya botre kakra because say ye campadia and ye when it comes to bribery from what I said me feel a very serious issue affecting individuals, government, society obia because obia him say proyene kan de enye papa e bomb mine. Now the concentration is on vote buying. What about the vote selling? Because the law is against vote selling.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe say Baba is on tape. Or catch on say J TV 32 inches.
Yes.
Nakoto Abama me. If it's on tape, and now say world meetings no, branch meetings no. So omunya bibi sa say onu John say me mamu TV monyen koto Abama me dia. Enye na Baba mu asem wo ho. But say omo anya sa pona it will be difficult to establish a prima facie say indeed Baba Jama at the TV influencing delegates.
So the timing of giving it out, if indeed it's free, the timing also can be an issue.
Now, the idea will be a timing the home.
No, say, are they all the check wine? Are they delegate? Did they vote? All those can be considered.
I don't know, watch a Kosia.
Yes. Yes.
Kosiano, any item Nana watch.
An item.
Good. What is a bitch? Ammonike now. I'm telling you. Yes. And you might be bringing out costume.
Let me tell you, Kivo Gary mix.
Oh, may say Melconia or Mochevi. Where Unim said some of the appointees say, Omomoton, sir, you got no family. Who came on much word now? I just say, and Chamon. I just see and Chamon. And sometimes you ask yourself, say, and then of course, I think I was so. Of course, when I Baban anymore, and to Omo Hangeno.
Oh,
and Omo Yanesa. It's so pathetic. Because you see, a more politician or kasa same way bia obia beka say we nyacho and they say we are all involved.
Sure.
We are all involved. If a political parties act 2000 at 574 no cry no eka esisu duampo say sika kra ye de funding political activities no yen disclose to electoral commission.
Yes.
Only say act ne can say sika political parties bet menya any say obenya sika from obeje membership dues.
Yes.
And I say
so obenya contribution local Ghana ni
but want me sika
every foreign.
This NDC say elections are your call 2024 no omo jiska ni be free ne.
Send the obi ani.
Obi ani. Omo na make us
politicians. Mo ma dibi.
Mo sem na ye kan Ayawaso no man tobo ne yanka. Eti edru ba bi na say asem ne ba say na omapanyina tiesim na NDC parliamentary party no matiasim no matiasim a no say nyatwomfo no na epiepie ba no because omapanyini ankasa kra no wo kon elections he gave money to delegates ama e baba ye topic I you discussing no this very studio.
Yeah,
media course na you see the real target is not Baba Jamal, it's NPP.
Sir.
Yes, only say OSP no. As all be investigating MPP call presidential branch. Yes, me nimni omo ye. Baba de name kosi twa me nimni omo ye. That they want to know say okay MPP for mo call ye no we mo so na bontene bi so be kan meje 500 Ghana meje 700 meje say enti no omo time say by the number sources of funding ni free hene. You see, I know all these things, but unim no knee jerk reaction. You see, if you want to combat corruption in this country, legislations, your major legislations are anti-corruption in this country. However, political parties, BT two glamorous political parties, they say MPP, NDC. Say MPP, they show more constitution, say. Your core primaries, be it presidential or parliamentary, and now your core constituency executives, and our regional executives, who you designate you as a delegate. You be say, oh, GBB every one can say best sanction. Also, I would man your best sanction. And the NDC is also same. I make some provisions in their constitution. Trust you me. And can enter the same way.
But how about as Ras Mubarak proposes say the NDC, for example, should go back to what they started, say every card bearing member in Twaba at that level.
And look at there was a balloon in corruption.
Oh, now they would
be getting crowd on the toes you. I'm telling you, you see, you're funny. This delegate system. And you're very, very funny.
And so scrap it.
So that is the point. So there should be a discussion. It is our conversation cause to see practical approach. I bet me and they are combating corruption and bribery in this country. Than Sabia we say no emotions. No, yeah, sorry. Oh, and yeah, castrating no. No, not at all. OSP. Oti ya kukuru. No, sorry. what the whole deal be share omo bia na omo kodidi awia bia be share omo bia microphone no call lunch what OSP phone you see adwuma na nkasa e wo so omo hwe ye no age say ye ka ho asemansa na omo sorry what is that me anti-corruption crusader my in fact African Parliamentarian Network Against Corruption. I was there a national chapter secretary. What's the mention when I was in Parliament? When it comes to corruption, you work first with no coin. But look at what is happening. Baba Jama Baba Jama says no I a victim. Ocean Asemna, the man yare one say enipa obi dine dia iska. Obi dine dia iska o ekoche. Ti se ka baba nye se bia allegedly se TV free na ne ho ba bia ama na ne camp ama meaning ka baba elusu elections no baba elusu elections so enkoma kroya behuru no honorable worry you see the people we are dealing with omo pe wani mguase enti mguase na ama no yensan twuntofo that is what is happening. Some of us have gone through Sanyama way, and I know the pains. Say, when Jubilee House and a Flagstaff House gang up against your nomination, there will become Obe Boka Papa.
Or the Fabebia.
Or the Fabebia. And Tino say, what Timmy Afemua? They should allow him. No, me share Nipano. Baba Ali Yusuf, Baba to Baba. Yeah, you know me quite compare man. MPP ni no Baba Ali. Me quite compare man.
But say how any seat am moving.
Any seat here kwa kom ye korem. I was see baby no your numbers na you who say we are poised for victory 2028. Yes, but Baba dia no mo de ne famu no. You see NDC. O ma no mo ye campaign mama me no. Oh, I know you kunani. Eno kunani die omra medini kuna die sankrofo ya omoka so e kunani no na minim se kuna no se bi ebi ye kunani chen bi because so hwe kwan a NDC for e de madam Lydia Serem Alasa Faso hwe Central Region Mankasim ne wife Ophelia hwe kwan ya NDC for de ne Faso Omo kasa ya say oh there's blood on her hand na dikunu ewu no omo ne nimu bi. These same people omo ye campaign mahaja. Look at the way no mo kan omo nsem. Eno na ya na ye me ya say look yentiment na oman mu e ma oman na ye timu no bibia ya ye bia ye selective justice efa obi hu dia ye mfa no mfa kwan we so efa call so ye nya ni say that cannot be right. And until going forward, say your person, your kutia catastrofe, ne proya, and yes, I can't win your day faso. Say, OSP, sorry, go investigating. Baba Jama, Samaba, or investigating. OSP should go back and investigate NDC, a presidential primaries or any parliamentary primaries or more, so that say, where the office now has been fed to all political parties, especially the two major political parties. You can investigate MPP as a party, national event, and leave NDC alone. That is not right. And because me who say now mine na ye woman no always it appears we are interested in selective application of the law. Emrano edru bi mu dia yenye omu sei ebi mu so yenye won sei. OSP as a matter of necessity and urgency or extending investigation to previous elections also, so that then you bring a fair assessment. Because then to me matter MPP for pen for there moko investigate omo akọ hwehwe baby omunya skade be ma delegates na this for pen for no more parliament ne there omo there omo do omo tena ho Baba Jama there ne there me na me come see Baba is not the real target. The target is New Patriotic Party. The party for them sem ne ba na mo de montiase na e bi sutime de o tan hunu e bi a wo pe Baba sem e tu be kan tan Baba is not the target. The target is opposition party to know their sources of funding, to know when first or mobilization for internal elections and that is not right. That is not right. And OSP ye poor hooker your ball who papa. Yes, when the who is so why come on. Utim say taxpayers' money on your channel. And not said Jumano Yinano and I hear her say, Obetimi I fair to all parties involved. At the end of the day, no not your who say sebi intention be any baby. Okay. Name na Kobati say quarter de nebodre yenyan share the uncle. I mean, what is that? Omunja Baba. Mate. Omuncha Baba case. In fact, committee to investigate in the ground, a bogus committee. A waste of time, waste of energy, waste of resources. To investigate what? Baba Jamal, you know. Who investigating is saying? Baba Antina ho. Na mo metro se ono abuwari. Who can say any na ho? Mo nyina mo deploy. Crawford back. Be see who share one more. Na see one go to office. What's the share? Ye ko hajia. Be say, hey. Dia mo ye e dia semba ba o. Oh, na be so just say. What you the division in NDC at the same Mamponkun no. Sir. It's so wide. No mo be DP crash. I'm telling you, NDC be bomb ma okromwa. Because the one must here starting no. Omo person omo petty picture beat say all is well, all is not well. Ye nim e kwa mo afa so, e kwa omo di omo national chairman e fa so, e mo ya. Asiedun ketia, e mo ya okromo ha. O hwe say the general ni mo anya kase nyina e ye NDC dadwene. What did they mention no? E kwa omo di general secretary no, national chairman asiedun ketia e fa so okromo ha no. E mo ya do.
Apart be ne abo ye say be ka.
E mo ya. Oh, now we are saying
we say FIFA na oka.
E dey different.
Me what you see me say no, no different.
No, me person me say NDC picture na model to abontin. That is not the reality. The reality is that
atechena mude
there are cracks in NDC as we speak. Na obia ye na dwene say okoka. Yeah. Guys no will come after you. And to obia through. What did they mention? In fact, who share what more team say menase for who share more once you want you know who share more or to make honorable your home tea I'm gonna go with you party what did they mention and in fact a chief of staff cry chief of staff a faso Deborah Callistus Mahama the boys you know a chief of staff a faso go kromu hano the more ya a whole chief of staff. And then tata. Let me say, dear course, when is the woman you? Oh, yeah, one minister because some of this get to come near Nasia, your mother, the Koya Juma, you miano fe because on your scar, Nani Benyam Ama election so bet Marco Pribi. Said ye NDC for Quay or Mondo Ma home faso. Ah, Nina can be and a bino as lost focus. Ama Yenianum. Cocoa farmers, I'll come to that. Almost 80
cocoa farmers. I mean, kind messages. Now you're dealing with cocoa farmers and sense. Ekosiisen so Obi, the Ayawaso East vote buying scandal has exposed deep cracks within the NDC. Tensions are running high between Jubilee House, Adabraka headquarters, and the party's parliamentary caucus. We all do it. It would be hypocritical of me to deny that politicians distribute TNT, televisions, and other appliances. Even in the US of A, Elon Musk gave voters $1 million daily for months to support President Trump. The real problem, however, is the vulgar display of opulence by Baba Jamal, Askolondo, and Hajia. Money swine. God save our democracy. Let us all come together to scrap the delegate system so that this shameful practice can finally come to an end. Samuel Brian Boabe, and he adds, as for the OSP, the least said about him, the better. Obi, on a light note, I agree with my brother Nukpenu 100%. I equally think the parliamentary caucus should have kept mute following the General Secretary's release. More so, when not even one of them can say they haven't done same to get to Parliament. Okay, also on a light note, Obi, is that Abusuapanyi Tupac spokesperson talking? That's from Jebrel Agbesi Hamenu and Onodiwe Abreye. Obi, An ambassador cannot leave his post in his host country without permission from the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Was Baba granted permission by Honorable Ablakwa to come to Ghana and campaign? Or is it that Baba didn't inform the minister? We need answers to these questions. Kofi Tonto ena Odiwe Aba. Weisa Obi. Okay. Ose Baba Jamal won with 32 vote difference after sharing 32-inch television set. This is amazing. So Baba one Hajia different 32.
Yes.
32 after allegedly sharing 32 inches television set.
No, no, Baba so dear no, allegedly almost say TV. Yeah. But okay. Bottom line is no be a doctor no so there was this one doctor.
The chair moto na
obokapa moto no say moto no was row. Say moto no was.
Say moto no one or chain pair polling station.
Polling nipa 5 no o chiche mu a. That's all no crowd there no moto no average you beton the bear 20 to 25,000. Yes, I'm moto no. Need the crowd no bo bit my dear chance. Into which man nipa your more polling station for now. No discuss account or top up.
Yeah.
3,000.
Yeah.
Nti ono ohwe mo no bo kapa ono anye ni TV moto no bo kapa na de on tunya one no on so bremu ono bremu ono se kosua osa di kugu ho anankofo otimi se na for mo ade on covid a o de ka o fan
on chengo
na number 1 no
on chengo sia no
abreu
we say Obi Anthony Nukpenu is a realist. Indeed, that's why he's always loud. Clearly, it's behavior of we the realist. It's extremely hypocritical on the part of the majority caucus because vote buying in our politics is clear and didn't start today. Kwejo edupako ewo achim eswum. Obi, I entirely agree with Nukpenu. No one is above the party. The General Secretary has been empowered by the FEC, and that's the party. Majority in parliament are members of the party, and none of them is above the General Secretary. It's the principle and not the party. Pani, incoming NPP National Treasurer, Ena Odiwe Abreye. Obi, good afternoon. As for Baba Jamal, it is the... Hey, the Aquafano. I'm say is the dear team legal wives for Abono. And
people should be serious in this.
These
are serious matters. Baba, as a professional as he is, professional service. So people, Obi time now, you educate public now about some of these things. Why are you careful? Obi bet me the Idiakopop and Libit Wabra own name how the system operates. What did they mention? Now the only lawyer. So also go for a lawyer. Exactly. The Obi so go for a lawyer. Why must you have problem with Obi lawyer? I don't think so, sir. Man will never go.
Into your WhatsApp number here 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. Where's the Obi? I believe that Baba Jamal is
a lawyer. Okay, definitely.
No, so a lawyer for the family, right?
The family.
Yeah, Baba Jamal and Associate was lawyer for the family.
Fati.
Yeah, he was lawyer for the family. This one says Obi Monicracy. Kofi Sika Dio Ewo Miami, Ghana. Where's the Obi? Good day. I think the president has been extremely unfair to Baba Jamal. Okay. Or say Ben in Hamburg. Some of the linkages in your message, and yet subject for discussion and okay. Ma member wo Anthony, I think it's okay that we move on from
forward.
But I made a statement and I'm person will disagree.
Yes.
Article 10 of the NDC Constitution clearly states what integral organs the party are.
Okay.
Youth wing, women's wing, diaspora, Zongo caucus, Nanu ye the
parliamentary wing.
Nanu ye the professional forum.
Yes, Abeka.
And parliamentary
wing.
And if I equate them, why do you tell me they are not equal? They are the same. They are integral organs. They don't operate above any structure of the party.
Omuna say organogram na more drunk.
Omuna corner.
Wings, no.
They are in a corner. I am even above them.
As regional organization.
Yes.
In the party structure.
Of course. They are
almost a corner. Wings, no.
They are integral organs of the party. But I'm not disrespecting them.
Of course.
The action of them is what I'm against.
Now,
I revere my MP, I respect my MPs. But Mampamikano Mutu Yenu.
No, quickly, they were misled by the party itself.
How the party statement was clear.
No, party statement. But is it not the same way tone of party statement, and parliamentary party?
Yeah, but the party called for further investigations.
Yes. No organ of the party is supposed to speak.
For further investigations. Okay, I think it was the right thing the party did.
No organ should speak again.
Yeah.
Now, the Omakano and the Enim.
So the MPs in the years, Omo who say, time moto appear money. They just Omono. You saw the MP in Bemo. What the veteran? 18 almost soon money. What you say? Omo say, Nadia, so Ayawaso East India, and you 18 and no mistake.
Omodi hope
but not so much.
A self-preservation.
Is it statement? No. Degeneracy. You know, the leader of the caucus was part of the committee.
Yeah, was part of the committee.
So he must be withdrawn.
He had to be withdrawn.
I get him.
I think the parliamentary caucus statement was not fair.
It was not fair.
I mean, it was not fair to anybody. Yes,
the president wasn't fair.
Because what they should have dealt with was the indisciplined members of them who went to the house of a candidate to do what they did. That is what the caucus should have dealt with.
They went in the name of the
no, and your indisciplined members. I will tag them as indisciplined members among the caucus. It is not the caucus.
They didn't do that.
No. It is never the caucus decision to do that.
Oh, really?
No. Some members be, and it's an act of indiscipline.
Because in the picture, no this kind of man, me who comfort do you, me who Madina MP.
They are members of parliament in the caucus. It is not the caucus decision to do that.
But they couldn't have gone there without the blessing of
me see, these are all small act of indiscipline. Until we need to start dealing with this kind of acts
now.
So the caucus should have dealt with those members for doing what they did. I get me. That should have been the action.
No. You see, me person me say not bu money.
And say caucus no and deal with. Say mu your members. Ye nyina ye. You fire din enkoye niama enye ye. I get me. Enye sike bia mu bet the optics were wrong. I get me. And Auntie Agiba Betina say system candidate. There was never a system candidate. No system candidate.
But the campaign.
But the MPs showed say they were supporting the woman.
Exactly.
Some MPs, not the MPs.
In the name of the majority.
That is where I am. Say the caucus leadership should have dealt with those members of them who took their name. Yes, I did not any decision. That is what the Anglers or Mumuche say. Muye caucus 188 to say 187. No obimu ama omu say omu di mudin. And this Susampa say the whole caucus is it 100,000?
Yeah.
Is it 100,000?
And look, would you make it
chicken feed?
Would
you even make it public?
And you
no. You see, never be more. Look, the reason why political parties in government lose now boom. And for me, no, I think this is the time. See, I did course set a tone. We need to restructure and revamp our systems of reorganization.
But the other thing, Nukpenu, so they said, I made this point there when me hear some say we said, from everything the party is doing, it seems more scratchy on the surface. You are dealing with not the root cause, the symptoms. No, for example, CCR must set a standard way. Your name say next year somewhere mobile parliamentary primary.
Of course.
Are you going to set the same standard? Say, baby, I bet to baby who will be a mobile committee.
You see, and I make cancer say. Adi akosu ya edi enimguasi brain no platform say set the modalities clearly and communicated towards what is ahead.
Okay.
Any parliamentary primaries in one.
All branch
elections. Obi bi person ko parliament there the interest ikum.
Because someone never be
fandi.
Someone never be candidate no.
Say me fandi chairman we secretary organizer we are or me loyalist. Inti Niameye bia me make sure say me nya majority within the internal structures no meye. Is that the way to go?
No.
It is a recipe for disaster. So ye then you be lining up nkofo say we mun am person we council executives we so align na tag of four. The party na nya hihye say hey election say sani amano unity pe anybody aligned to that camp crashed. People will stand firm. Then you go to the regions, you go to national.
Now about MPs.
It is a who be our pre-national. Out here, now what dream is say? Who so sons in some fun? Ninya ma bonisu. Our firm hono. Who need mamboy for no? Because we are na kodu na two so abaye penyibi etiwa. You cannot crack the whip into the next parliamentary primaries. I get him.
NDC for be brand
I get him. For me, this is where we have to start it. As we take a drastic decision, as
EU or Brussels.
Yeah.
Oh,
Belgium, yeah.
That's all appointment.
Information officer.
Appointment.
And head of
CEO of a state agency. Yes, no, Tihano year Juma. Koku.
Media. The way abano.
Okay.
To make sure say yen na ni menimianu ye be kan adwan bom say steps when ye take to restructure the party so that at the end of the day nipa no betimi adwuma no kwana so ni wunka manitina ho. Some of these MPs on no mu kase esma se mu omu che yi esma se mu omu che yi omu yi bebregu je say we want to so aban enra na we mu benya anu akusify hona emu amucha ma obi akodi esma we want to so aba who support me enra who bibi wo mi hu the sidelines executives
entina keda for nisu no omumia omu of omu ho.
Then you have the guy to come and be talking ahead of a decision that is yet to be investigated. We cannot do this to ourselves. Let's all be careful. I know they are listening to me, they will not be happy, but I'm telling them we are not above the constitution of the party.
I'm sure I'm fraud to privilege.
Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Privilege
and what in some do fear play back.
Privilege is better than me.
What in some I can't read.
Obi, let me tell you something today. I will never speak against the privileges of parliament.
Yes.
That will not stop me from telling my members of parliament that you have taken a step that is wrong and inimical to the progress of the party. I won't do that. I have not spoken against parliament. I have not. We are working within a structure. The moment the CEO of the party speaks, we all comply and go to what?
That's why we have parliamentarians. Party pen for no cry.
That is how people will take it, but I don't think that is what it's supposed to be. I don't think. That is how people will conclude, as if say there is a rift between caucus and party leadership. But no. And the general secretary, national chairman, okay. This is a new leadership. Where do we go? And silent I told you I won't even tree. I'm not how I'm able to do. Obitimi ya bibi. Obekasa ba den ko. Obemim. Intimate. they should hold the ranks. Be woman came now taking steps and yeah, they should be bold and call the person to order. I say, hey, now we know who the at the end of the day, when you take a decision, we all look at it in a holistic manner.
Because I think one thing is why a weekend on position, no, earlier was some of their members.
Yes.
But remember, see me, when you come back with even a position from a genuine way, people will go like, "Oh, my take a position more interest."
Of course, yes.
You know,
interest. They no more. We may say grounds will be our call. Grounds will be our own.
We say, Obi, why is everyone ignoring the fact that the other candidate also shared television?
That is why the investigation is taking care of everybody.
There were also videos of motorbikes. Fairness must be the name of the game.
The committee's work is not about a candidate. It's about the whole event.
When him say both MPP and NDC delegate between Yakokodu, every candidate was a media me Tommy Kokromoti.
Oh yes, NDC.
And that's what I'm saying. Say oh sanction. Candidates there
is no video of vote selling here. There's a video of an alleged vote buying. That's what we are dealing with. You are a law training.
When they move,
have you gone to law school? LLB.
No, what I'm saying is
conclusion on that ground.
No, what I'm saying is so who zoom into issues now? But we say that instances are delegated to me back as a media about with there for highest bidder. For highest bidder. No, for highest bidder. That's what I'm saying. It's an investigative vote buyer, vote selling. Is equally guilty.
Very well. Obi, the NDC MPs are just being hypocritical. Not long ago, the Attorney General said on national TV that he spent 4 million cedis on his election. The president himself paid money before, in their primary, before he was voted for. They are after Baba Jamal because he supports Asiedun Ketia. The voters at Ayawaso East must also demand same amount of money before they vote for the NDC. George Kwatin Ewo Adenta Ena Odiwe Aba. Obi, good day. For my next door neighbor Anthony Nukpenu, who is brutal and is the only person in the NDC I admire so much. Greetings to Auntie Magiba Collins, Uwusua Mankwa, Lamtekin Rashid, Owotema, Golf Auntie Agiba. Yes. Obi, these people are using Machiavellian tactics to eliminate Baba Jamal. President Mahammadu during their primaries paid TNT. Did anyone call him to order? Gusty man all the way from Brekum. Obi, tell my brother Honorable Collins that he should chop his house matter. Our national organizer is addressing the issue, so tell him not to play mischief this afternoon. We are regional organizer and national. Paul De Suso, or acting chairman, Worcester, Massachusetts. That's Massachusetts for the NDC. Paul De Suso, good evening to you.
Branch
Massachusetts branch, no?
Okay.
On a chairman.
Oh, okay, for NDC.
Yes, acting chairman for NDC. My movie on Collins, my main found shall say Cocoa Board matters arising quickly. No.
Okay, Cocoa Board not there.
Okay, wait, sir. Obi me pacho. Please, were the boiled eggs shared during the primaries? Did it come with pepper or shito in them?
Jenny, not Jenny. Green pepper, with Jenny.
Charlie, where's the Obi? Please ask Anthony Nukpenu whether they like it or not, or tell Anthony Nukpenu whether they like it or not. Baba Jamal has won the primaries with the arsenals he had. If care is not taken, this will bring a big division between the rank and file of the NDC. Free Baba Jamal now. Kekeli Doche Ewa Kasland Ena Odiwe Aba Kekeli Yadase. Obi, it's even laughable to hear that those colleague politicians who equally engaged in massive vote buying allegedly have been assembled to investigate their partner in the same crime, exercising futility. Pathetically pathetic. Bennett Adan so Ayawaso Gan North. In the Russia committee now, the revered Totobi Kwachi and the chair. And you cannot say that about him, you know that. And Umuyi Mahama Yari Garamode Inusafim And there's a third person.
Miss MFA Fuga,
secretary to the committee. Yeah. Okay. Into that's the committee investigators are at the we say Obi delegates are mostly neglected when their parties come to power. So the Ekosiisen is when there is internal election in Konya K Edia or Diaba Ini. Obi, all the NDC is doing is just cosmetics. It is not real. They are just pretending. Okay. It won't for wudi anka ba yedase papa. Obi, this world is a strange world. Ask the majority caucus if Hajia should have won amidst all the vote buying allegations, would they have written what they are asking now? Vote Baba Ali Yusuf. He doesn't have any stain to his name. My name is Agrohene from Amasaman. Agrohene Enediwe Abba. Obi, good afternoon. The NPP must change their style of communication to grab the sympathy of Ghanaians. Hence, they have to move away totally from their trademark. That's repeatedly spreading falsehood to make it look like truth. That tactic is well known to Ghanaians. If not, they remain in opposition forever. Papa BCU, I was Pintex here in Accra. In the answer, your friends Collins, Nukpenu, on this whole cocoa board and sense, I'm going to say, where do you actually?
Not fully, but the snipers of information I'm picking HSA is all part of the restructuring, and then say year to two and more the sector will continue to be viable.
Yes.
But you know, in Shishabia or Bayabia, whether it's for the good of the people or not, you know, there will be political twists. Sure. And it is not strange, say. And they are running helter-skelter to use this as a stepping stone to revive their collapsed industry, which is the NPP. And I think I've listened to the leadership of the Cocoa Board today, the MD himself, the CEO, CEO, any Jerome or spokesperson, sure. And I think they are on right course. Maybe where they have got it a little wrong was the delay in communicating what the intentions were for the people in the industry to understand the issues, any roadmap or media to acquire. But to see people are now getting the way forward. So I think they need a little bit of time to reassess themselves. But the politicking and the politicizing of it, you know, should not distract them, because yes, yes, it's a game. You know, there are certain sectors of the economy say political actors should take action on it. Road, fuel, cocoa. You know, these things are like lifeline of every economy. And he said communication delay in good intentions are and the same and the same MPP who couldn't pay the contractors are talking about we paying contractors. I get me a say how do we recoup or get revenue? You are then making unguarded statement or unnecessary commentary. It's the same as this cocoa. Debt amujai any nyama eguho reassessment. I can say into Mampamika Mbinya challenges into interest steps I be taking so that our cocoa farmers will be alive, will be happy and other things, you know. This is where we have gotten ourselves to. And to me, the issues have been explained. What else can we communicate? What else can we talk about?
Yeah, but the cocoa farmers don't need explanations. They need money.
They need money.
Yes.
The money is being programmed and processed to be paid. Yes. You have every right to say it has delayed. You have every right.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
But is there not justifiable explanation why the delayance? Say any ya omu ye inshe no di musika mamu na musibu pen say ana abanso ke mini bi say what can you do? Enti obi be gadamu some of them who are even talking from any part of their mouth are not even cocoa farmers. The videos I've seen, some of them don't even have a quarter plot of cocoa farm. MPP should be serious. It is not time to start running to the market, to the cocoa areas and gather people in backyard farms. Backyard farm, not typical. Cocoa politics. No. We went deep in the heart of the cocoa sector and got the real cocoa farmers to speak. Not these ladies and some gentlemen who don't even understand what they are talking about. This kind of politics will not fly. Jandam we. Number Jandam.
The pure Jandam.
Oh, this Jandam. Now falling flat. Immediately, I can see on authority say Randy Abbey and his team have good intentions.
Okay.
Wufifi Buafu Namose internal wrangling. Wufifi Buafu. And then the fourth. Is he?
Hey, now on the way up there.
Me say the fourth. Until me if you Buafu 13 years. Sankanye say Randy Abbey a colleague member in the media space. And can we investigation say every day anopa say tina Iyoku. Bench so now 1.5 liter issue as an idea.
Oh, how?
I'm telling you, this young man, Fifi,
he was not the CEO.
What was he in the CEO's office?
No,
do you know the shots he was calling? Fifi, take it easy. You are a young man. I like you. We've had a good time before. Take it easy. Don't go at your friend who is so calm and not pushing certain things about you. Please, you should stop it. Obi show goodwill. Show him goodwill.
No, you are threatening.
I'm not threatening him. Obi show goodwill. Show him goodwill. Don't go that route. Route no person kono or yeah ebe trigger. Your trigger so on survival kroma.
The ultimate responsibility is on the CEO. Not Fifi.
Me see. Route no person kono. A person the knocking head about internal occurrence route a trigger on to survive. You should stop it. You should stop it.
Bobby. You see, say Nukpenu call say ya made in hoya.
Okay.
This strategy my TBF remain Mustafa Bandi ho na ma TBF free Nukpenu so Nukpenu so. Say my dwen so be gage obi in this country. Teach you former government appointees. Enti asem no ba na wo kire wa dwena quickly we be open investigation. Sir empty threats. We are sick and tired of it because you see, man in China doing it. Onim die ever ongoing issues between cocoa farmers and cocoa border. To man in Kebiana. Asembe na Nukpenu ke. Just me can be because we can ye bekan was hey. Asem na wo kan okra no ba na wo sen ka ye wo kra ki achew. What them Jenna? Say no can see no. Baby and kai be choose this year. That's a also so born so. That's a woman say confusion system no more dupu or mine, but because of political expediency and the politics of convenience, you know, on can once. As I'm now can you baby in any civilized democracy and cause I pick you. Me no be pure say you cook and so I cough on the cry.
So I didn't.
Edin I bet you can't once. Ebi na why is here. Which is not the case. Me jitum pass or jitum say Fifi nye bibiao. But waka until the old bibe kasi yenye fi kawanutum. No. We cannot scare anybody. As for say more use as state machinery no na mode yemo niema no, that is the politics of it. I understand. Nemu no say mo fi say no na mo beye e de be gage nkrofo ukromu ade na mu njai. Cocoa farmers mo na makọ promise we mo say ye ba ye be ye mo say. Eno mo nya gidi no mato aba ama mo. Afa mo ba ye na mo drag mo feet. Na farmer, poor farmers he ka ho asem mo. Mo say my ka ho asem. Nukpenu. Sometimes when you are in Accra, you think the whole Ghana is in Accra. People are suffering. Ukom krasiye na. You see. So over the weekend, na mo Kumasi. And I'm a call half.
Yes.
A day room upon half. Now corner farmers and share woman will be. If be more dead through soon now, our more pesicadia for farmers. I'm telling you, be my mere. Oma tiom almost so many free aye jumadin aban agye omo nsem sadie aban adwuma ma ye nyina NDC aban ye atlas beti me wiase be hu na aban ni tiri mo date say ora mahama na aban we I'm telling you omo tiri mo den a che say the farmers no efam bia no they don't care asam no nyina no very simple o ye ka bibi about policy reversal say look now ye wo say strategy bia over the years successive governments in fact MPP ye de ye adwuma say ye nimpa say the way aya na pricing cocoa pricing na tie no sebi enya local market in a determine they say nti no say ebo ne kosra kwan be na abefa so a ye say ahohinti na say bi jamore aban no anytime bia no aban no cocoa no omo de cocoa farmers ne de cocoa business ba aban so me ton mo 70% na make keep 30% na 70% no se ekoba se ahokyere ba 30 ni wo ho ekoba se ahokyere ba na me de 30 no as support to adjust it eno na sa forward sales policy aban IPP aban ye ya ne nti no ye tumo ye tisu still no na ye timi stabilize cocoa sector wa ye timi tua pharmacy ka na mo be na mo reverse sa policy we reverse ye no pricing of cocoa at world market no ebo ne conform so clearly because of say we be twan tro beki kan sem we de share local farmers no say we the oba we the be cost 6,000 plus no ene ebu abo what won't mean to us 6,000 plus and na import the oba be fan also you don't have money to pay but sa money amehunu ni emfa tutuka and na aban na no ho no aban ne kwaje bosia se de ni na no de tuaka is NDC telling us say ye be for economy no omunja yeka no mo jayeka enti sa you know justification amode ba na bosia bi aban kwaje ye omutua bosia no ka utua bosia no ka enti makoko farmers nidi na motu omuntua mo ho ka motu cocoa board omunko yi Land Cruisers ni ade chiche cars ma omo in fact some of the directors kra technically oma bin kra no mama bi mu akotena fie bi mu de abufuo kra ebi mu kra jaja adwuma it's about leadership crisis and na cost it is a ka na say ye na mfosem bibre so na efan baby no na we are letting the people down because poor cocoa farmers no they omunamu anode pa anode cocoa farmers me no bi kra bobosia bi am ye privy to
cocoa farmers me
Jandam
ama bobosia bi am ye privy to
Jandam for
said they omu bedie kra no abodie bedie ye
Jandam for flat
adaroma so obepe bibi ketu bi ade amaye na say yetua ye ka ye de aba betu baby na what they are going through no you have no idea ene ye the ballot box ekokosi cocoa areas na send this in your 3 votes cram ye no
wo unya hwe na unya hwe
what it
wo na unya hwe
they are so disappointed they are so disappointed
so Jandam no dey go
eya me ya say ni ma ye nua cocoa ho like dua cocoa ni ma ka wo hunu by election we say test case and ka wo hunu say NDC will set up
Musheda na mkum wa MP ko seta na ndu ho
Nukpenu mesrao se uba na wa mtimi anka bi ama cocoa farmers no
ma ka bi amom
okay mom say
so no say so munya abotre na payment so
na abotre na ye den
enti wo kan na ye tuomuka wo kan na ye tuomuka
wo say
nya wo kan ye tuomuka
me say tuomuka wo so ba wontimi tuomuka na wa ka bi amom no the most important is a tuomuka no na say wa ka bi amai wo mo yes
are there steps to pay them
steps in say I feel no so mo the bill be the parliament one
it's not true
Randy
it's not true enu chese sa bill ni before enye chese sa bill before they pay them enu chese o chese sa bill na so we tuomuka oh David
Sana Randy kan
Jaja sa Jandam
a specific timeline or say aban coming up with a solution.
Solution so finance and Bank of Ghana are in process to release.
Mr. Ocha for chief executive. Now the bisa no. So Randy the one can. Also almost the bill be to parliament. No.
And so no 21 days Empire mo chamuka. This janda will not fly.
Yeah, any son oyo, any mo friend eh. Mo friend no NDC
Obi, happy birthday to Pius Chum, Berima of Republic Bank, from your Logia brothers at Legon. In the Pius Chum Berima of Republic Bank, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, and live to be 94.7 and beyond. We say Obi, common parliamentary primaries and 32 inches television is going round. Their presidential race there, they will share cows. They will share cows. But you recall, sir, this weekend, Dennis Miracles Abuaje, LED, a team from the NPP under the umbrella of the People's Forum at the visited some cocoa growing areas. Videos no echo viral. Dennis Miracles Abuajewa Homano, so Miracles Aquabana at the saying
Obi,
Nyamea dom bibia boko na ye den enro ye hu na munenam cocoa mfuasi.
Oh, Obi sir, wa sena wonim no aban we e kamia ko yese bibia bebia ha Ghana phobia no mpese o kata so na o kata so ana o ka ho asema o se wo nyina so afabra etu be kaya embra na galamsey nsem sorry ya kai se galamsey na peja esense na titie eseyi nso na de no so o bibia sa nkoso nkofa evidence mbra na ekofa bae o kai se ebra na Ghana fo dodo na ekase aban ni hye ya odi aba efa economy no no eboa nipa kakra bi na manfo dodo na ebre omo si onye nokre ene ye call Kofodia Central Market ene ye kofa evidence by enti na sen ya kuku farmers status omo kase wo ha na kuku farmers na sen ye message say on pay e kamera say omo kasa abobia incident yo matem. In fact, I was even shocked to hear say apparently most cocoa farmers in Ghana going your to me NDB. It's a dodo na no who's a normally no almost started cocoa no net on the power free October. And so dodo na to me enyeska 15 November back Christmas in Ghana. Almost to me enyeska NDB bronya. And see then we be say you're born now once no. Yetumi apege mu kakra na Ghana fo bi so tumi de o manu atuma mom nti ele na me ko pie mu o koko community ni mu no de ekoya ne se ye ne koko ekuyafo ko di nkomo na obi utie o mu nsem ni bi na utie ni ma o mo fi mu a me da wa se papa se nyumre we dedicate o platform no se o de beka o ma se kakra amom he some of the cocoa farms in the camp me no ka say the trees are dying because since normally no farmers normal program yo or ton cocoa no just kana o yibi edikan tuya laborers na ka o tuya laborers na ka wia na o yibi ato nduro na omudugu cocoa no so no na o dey spray cocoa no the cocoa no bebre na efi sambre na be femu ne almost about 4 months no to me entry here see some of the leaves are turning yellow and brown ebi mo ho a eka omo de no many that's so mejo mo sika mo de tua 4 months ni omo tumi tua ebi mo e de cocoa as much as 200 bags 300 bags akoma purchasing class pieces so say yes you akoma LBC so you can farm my ya sama e hard drink enti dem wo be yin say e be mo akoja no mo so mo tumi akabi enti de ekoya ne say do mo kodi nkomo o masem no pepe na ndra ya na do ye de tudwa.
Yeah, but Cocoa Board in Penny for Betrim, the challenges why we are where we are, and they expect more being the immediate past government, no, would also admit to more role in getting us to be a war CC and Basse Munumu Pushi Bibia onto the current administration. That they think it's not fair, especially coming from
a weak leadership. A very weak on the part of any leader say or man for and what no more bread on cooking my show. Now catch him say, and you meow, now you'll be for. Would you say MPP about BEMU 2017 no. Okay, cocoa board story no. 1.8 billion syndicated loan NDC aban kwaji 2016-2017 na. Ye ba na ni na ko ashe. Okay. Okay, say ye ba BEMU 2017 no. MPP aban ye be inherit a lot of rollover cocoa we are now NDC for into me unfortunately. So okay.
I remember.
Yes. In my real crime report here, I think I am on the March 29, 2017. Real report here, almost say Ghana's 1.8 billion loan for 2016-2017 cocoa is all gone. In spite of all these challenges, MPP, Yebabe 2 in 2017. Yantu Yansa and Kobe Blemi Ubia say Enunti Cocoa for ACHM Kayin to Minchia, and the NTN to Minchia is on here because NDC Amayokuno 1.8 billion Bosiomuji and Omashano or Manfan Yejuma. Okay, the millions of dollars of cocoa roads are Yebato ya no Muntia Honka. Ana a Canada or a cocoa bodria. Okay, it's an American. The point here is that every organization is over to take over. You take over liabilities and assets. Yours is to engineer and work within the framework to ensure, say, the critical stakeholders, especially farmers, you can't play with them. Now, is a worry. Say, cocoa farmers 10 billion audio maka. Let's offer over $1.8 million or so. Ekoto cars, echechema mo ye juma cocoa board, wabra more cars dada. Anything say cocoa farmer ne beto ase. Obi. Me sure say being a senior journalist, I'm sure say based on Wejuma, one way or the other, only cocoa board for your interactions. Okay, they work with trade room order.
Yes.
Great. I'm very sure the cantonment cocoa board residents now on work order. I'm very, very sure.
Maybe CEO no. Official accommodation, yes.
As I say radio.
Yes, I've seen that.
You and I agree that it's one of the best houses you can find in the Plus cantonment area.
Yes.
The last time I went to that house was somewhere December 2nd, 2024. It's one of the best houses you can find in that Plus cantonment area around American Embassy. Now say, say, sikeni ho cho, and it won't be cocoa farmers. Now to meet millions of cities, all the year renovation for CEO's house. If you are walk around now, on account of 2 years back. Now we feel now to me at the renovation. Work of your order. Was there anything wrong with the compound over 2 acres of land? Was ye where you tell say a friend is saying pavement a whole tiling in for open channel park drive in ube say oma tile ya manabaka kwa na pay. So if you spend millions of money in this manner, that's what the catch cocoa farmer and they say, only the kakana or the amount no can ye juma no mawu as a way to survive no. What the catch is a would watch or not a binder than into unisika the bear obi adding the cocoa farmer and better say. Number 2. We shouldn't mix the issues. Yemen country. Obi only time no waka cocoa ne cocoa but several was empa.
Yes.
Yemen country. The issue at stake right now is that cocoa farmers ado cocoa. Oma te cocoa no. Oma ton omo do cocoa na koma purchasing class any licenses buying companies. Licenses buying companies so omo niska if the cocoa board on betumi da tosa cocoa no. Into omo mo receipt. Omo se that ye nyesa na ma beji mu sika. Afe omo afe no mo twa mo cocoa ese so omo de kono. Omo se emfa makra because ye niska ye mpese ye beje no wa betete ye. Asem da ho no. How did we get here? It is not as a result of death of cocoa board. Obi, organization, or any organization, death and qua doesn't determine your status. So you can have a lot of debt, but if you have the capacity to pay, may not be a problem.
Yes.
The biggest issue here, the real cause of the problem this current cocoa board management is facing with the cocoa farmers, a trading decision. Oh, may not be in a trade room order. You remember when somewhere 2023, 2024, there was an issue and you had a chance to visit the trade room in cocoa board. Obi, new management we buy, all the experienced traders on more cocoa board, no more munina. Omo pamo munina e yomo fiho. No more for more inexperienced and this is what happened. The then Edu led management of cocoa board, it started on 2025 cocoa no in October 2024. When you said no forward sales.
Yeah, forward sales, no sure.
Great. Obi that 3,100 Ghana cedis been an MPP are buying the ma Ekuyafo. It was based on about $6,000 of market price. You remember? By the time I year October year November no, na cocoa price na peja equal about $8,000. About cocoa board traders in the war no, started yes almost ton cocoa for the futures. And you know how cocoa board operates. Or do we see here? And on those sign contracts over talk cocoa at a certain price now. Not that you're the idea or the amount. You can sell all your cocoa now without even having the cocoa seed. Now the money pan, but you sell here.
Yeah.
They started selling the cocoa from October. Almost on cocoa na copy January 2025. From October to January 2025, you know, na cocoa board traders no, eton Ghana cocoa no at the $8,000 price. When this new management came, all they had to do was to continue the future sales and the forward sales. Now that means that they will be selling at 8,000. But this is what happened. The management decided, said there be. Send the na kwako do 8,000 there. 3 year boss in here train ya. A beer spot sales no bet mama a bigger friend said price. Obi bacho so to them kana. So they paused. Almost paused the forward sales of the cocoa. You know buja iton. Unfortunately for them, no, while they were waiting for spot price, no, in a cocoa price that dropped here about 4,000.
Yes.
So the only reason why the Ghana Cocoa Board is going through the problems now is not because of a certain cocoa board debt. That's a different matter. That is a different matter altogether. The reason is that a bona omudiama cocoa farmers is here 3,600. Say omokaso omu ton cocoa farmers ni cocoa no ene ama buyers now. This almost turn at the 4,000 rate in the Now, if they sell it at that $4,000 rate now, they cannot give the 3,600 to the cocoa farmer. But just let me go out there say. And nothing your situation here.
Yeah, but that explains why Cocoa Boss CEO can say at the prevailing rate, no, cocoa no too expensive for off-takers no to buy. If anything it was say yetumi eteso kakra and say abaya na dwen say or teso in response to the drop in the world market monanya mobe re aban nam to say no mama onya, but that is in reality what has to happen.
The CEO ne kano no kre but when the course here sanko buy no na ka oton kuku no forward sales anka he will find himself in this current situation. That is why I have summarized the entire cocoa board and cocoa farmers crisis as one simple matter: poor trading decision. And on wakano, and also the CEO nakano. The only reason why we are where we are is that poor trading decision by the management of cocoa board. So you see, we are not coming home. It means that nobody should come and point fingers at edu-led management. Say enunti any cocoa farmers. That is complete disinformation and misinformation. So I say cocoa for say oh abanda than into obwa utantro. The entire want to meet your cocoa for can say a bona akasesa woton cocoa no January mu na amount photo at $8,000 no. We are what doing say on ton obetwen na mbe no so na ukura cocoa na ujira cocoa no so what on the spot. Uti anye ye na cocoa bono at $8,000 about $4,000. And unti ene no so what on $4,000 na cocoa price was here na a bad diamond. It's all pebbles the account once out to cocoa farmers.
Yes.
That is what it is. And I'm glad that we are on the same page. And I agree with the friend is saying
CEO.
Cocoa board CEO. But remember also that in dealing with this situation there are options. Obi. Option number one, they say obete cocoa farmers in the price and so.
And also politically suicidal.
Why is it politically suicidal? When you December now almost so called 3,600 no. They no mujina so the torso. Because of our forward sales now, MPP are buying you store at the end at $8,000 no.
Sure.
And to me more money is the ton no. Edema equafon 3 no. Omo ya no man hear the that boys ambosi. Didn't you hear them saying say equafon more almost?
Yes.
Cocoa is a commodity. And commodity trading here, you can make losses, you can make profit. And see, if you have taken a poor trading decision and you find yourself in such a situation, don't come blaming the past government. Go and sit down with the cocoa farmers and get them to understand you and pay them their money. Don't forget to say Abina Kasa decision on the other side of the macroeconomic management, especially when it comes to the forex management, it's also part of the situation Cocoa Board finds itself.
Yes.
So aware.
Sir, and the board chairman of Cocoa Board Crab
Perfect. The mere fact that the government took a government policy decision, economic decision, to artificially manage and manipulate the currency to drop from 14 to 9, and that's a 10. At a time when Cocoa Board also used somewhere 15 or 16 to do their projections, clearly it will hit Cocoa Board. So again, the past government is not responsible for it. Once again, it is the same current government's decision, economic decision, that is impacting on Cocoa Board. So the first one was the poor trading decision. The second one is the government-owned forex management decision. You and I know say economic decision there's a good side and a bad side. So this is the downside of Momo Kasamo decision here in artificially manipulating the currency. So you live with it. And see, all I am saying in this entire conversation is farmers no ebre. Obi, their fear is that omo to be Christmas. Say I'm more anko more. Why have to mean Easter? That is what they are.
It is the only option available to Cocoa Board management is say e was say omote farmers no ebo omode beto cocoa
afre mo. The only option. There's another option. The other option is buying by intervening. That's buying to me for billions of dollars.
Omotua gap no.
That's buying to me for billions of dollars at the pushy currency. If a buyer is able to look for billions of dollars to artificially manage the currency, then you say almost the Kuafon Pano Kuafon ho almost sika no so omo be fa sika mo no mo dia so omo dia support e Kuafon no na be Kuafon no be dey omo beto ko omo yaboni dia ye omo de omo yobaduma pepepe o omo dom koko pepepe omo ti koko ni pepepe wo e na wo instead of say obeton mo koko no at a time I say wo ton no wo decide ye say o bo chacha e na chacha no anko yi ama wo ade na wo pese omo no mo bre e wo we ho remember say already no what do you want to do? O show mo boss obey mo 6,500 Ghana cedis. E mo mu gina so koto line eto abama o. Up to now when to me aye. Kakra 500 cedis bi pe na o dia beka ho no so no. O se ya bete so. Until that's the second option also for the government to look at. But they need to take that decision very, very quickly. Because you see, Obi, meaning say what call?
Finally, never want to say, mommy. Finally,
so for the cocoa growing area.
Sure.
The entire local economy of the cocoa growing areas are down as we speak. The entire local economy, because you see, when you go to the cocoa growing areas, baby, now in fact, it's almost somewhere forward trading, forward sales. Almost Bob Bessia, and Bob Bessia, I show home into a ton of cocoa and Wakuchia. Most of the traders in the cocoa growing areas are in Yako Western North and Yako Eastern region. Most of the cocoa growing areas are in Yako Shanobi. Edum Omo Tonton Yamina Craniama SCO. The Oma Ton so second man of Yakofibia Babishim. Until they are also struggling. In Kola Eco School Ebre, among 4 years Ebre, and a cocoa Equiafono Casaso Ebre. Inti se cocoa CEO the catch Equiafono say we are still thinking about a solution. It doesn't give them enough confidence and assurance that they are working on it because time is running out. Remember, East Council and they don't see any signs say to make the Easter. So the government just doesn't have to pay them. They have to take the decision quickly
and pay them quickly
and pay them the money. Remember, I also say last one. Remember, I also say once the government delays, there's another risk on our cocoa sector. The other risk is say cocoa farms in Ankasankasa so say because omu to me and sustaining laborers no omu yue adwuma no biem and omu to me yes council top farming input and the biggest threat to our cocoa galamsey. Most of them are threatening to sell their cocoa farms to galamseyers. So the government needs to act and act now. There's no time. And all we are advocating for is that when you are about to say MPP in NDC the 2028. The can say munchie kuyafonaka.
Miracles, may I say, we be any best heading Comobio. Why? Dennis Miracles, and your training can Ekosiisen Swini, a higher Sempa FM. Concluding remarks from Nukpenu and
Obi. 30 minutes of the man, Miracles.
30,
okay, 20 minutes of the man.
Yes.
Jandam, you obey and fly.
Jandam,
see. This on seriously in our body politic, any be queen na.
I know you're there.
Who miracles who nam we work of a candidate or ambobra?
Candidate bear.
Who candidate amuko ni na say onu ni suni ni ban yi a edi mo ahwefam. Mu ko hwe dia mo be ye a mo be pagya mo party. When name of target. Look, Obi.
Wambobra then dey kasa papa.
Not in the context of their own dream.
Yeah, but
Wambobra MPP mo amamwan kosi yi.
Wambobra say
ne bra bo wa MPP mo afam kosi yi.
Say odiomu lose the last election.
Odiomu ko hwe am na dogo mu. But credit akaba de no aje abonebo. Mami kama say. Share. Look, there is a current management of Cocoa Board. They have a focus, they have a target, they know what they are doing. It is a more imagine say mumuko instigate some apparatchiks in your settlements to make noise. It won't fly. No cocoa farmer is a poor person. Until this comment about and a cocoa for mean the Xmas and him is all nothing. I do about much ado about nothing. You don't go and parade your party executives, wear them some dirty clothing to show us that cocoa farmers are prudent and rational people. This is the first time you see a CEO, wrong with CEO, what to every cocoa community, any confusion kita hudi.
It was the first time.
Of course. Have you seen cocoa boss CEO go the route
farmers
Randy went?
Oh no, say boy here do ye farm engagement be brave. It's true.
Where?
The first time.
Where?
No, let's
bring the videos. Bring the videos.
Are you saying Dr. Opuni one kwasra farm?
May see the route Randy went. This is the first time that detailed engagement have ever been done in the cocoa industry. You see, so for me, this whole thing, this Mampamiko to show say we sympathize with cocoa farmers, we have them at that, it won't fly. We pay our Ghanaian cocoa farmers the right amount of money. It will not be devalued. They will have impact in the work they are doing. Okay. Everything will be done rightly. At least, who can say forex now for Linty is part of the listing? Yes, there was a projection based on a certain forest margin. Aside that, say forex now by FEMA inputs in BAFEM.
Yes.
Because the inputs are not imported.
Yes.
Utua cocoa farmer say better fertilizer and I say a weedicide or a pesticide at a certain cost based on the forest drop here.
Yes.
What are we talking about? So the project she said I feel the ami roofing me a 3-bedroom house roofing sheet in BAFEM.
Okay.
Are you getting me? What are we talking about? Let's get prudent in this country and stop this cheap politicking of we young men. Let's be focused. Miracle, get serious and go and clean your candidate in the market because you will come.
Dabi, so kasa unti tree ninja ya kasa you so wet be.
Obi,
mamintio.
Ada ora Mahama sa we na election send me hunu say any da so homo bia. E wiasimo ha. O apanyi Mahama we na election ne pe na me bisa am say Collins any da so e homo bia. Enti se wakwa bam.
So number ko tiza. Number ko say tiza. And that's all about. Yeah.
Then the chair say former vice president Omenye Ghana Mampeni 2020. And then the chair. You see, the good thing is you ample time to campaign. 3 years, almost 3 years. You have a prosecuting campaign, very effective campaign. By the time Amobeko select Momo leader, or presidential candidate, you and I know, so you guys won't survive. It's immediate. Me who say, Oba Sebi, yes, one chair warrior, no, Udia Banchia, Otu Banchia, Unia. Ebine Ekosiisen. I want to send this for almost call one term. Look at the kind of treatment that Omode cocoa farmers have. Mene woka say teacher for RS akem just say ebimokra jade yeah, you know mine hokaka. What is the major? You see a party office all koi Mine is can be no more than nothing or home. Nukpenu asori Ekosiisen yi. O mine sika eno de bo mo ho bra at their party office. O te dem che. It say ye kan sam a e for mine ne ho a. A wo se otena se ne wa sori ko. What afa akuafo omutie yeso koi.
Na se me wie bisa.
O ba be kan say. Koko farmers enye po. Mama e po. Ana onim.
Ene wo no mo e po.
Esi yi me se uti singura Moses ya on beto ahye omo so.
Do.
Me se u pasisi a me ni Nukpenu yen koko area so sisi a. Me born the say NDC organize. They will chase you out. What did they mention no?
Se bi dem yen ko mafuel mi kan ma fa oni.
O ma panyi kura ni say areas. O ma panyi koko growing areas sisi ya. O be huru no. Me na mkache.
I've challenged you tomorrow. So I will fuel my car.
What they are going through?
They
are very hectic. You see. Oh, nya abadaye kakra wati. Munya abadaye kakra. Mutiri mo din toto. Mi hu nipa o ma be form government. O mutiri mo din ti say NDC for we mu. Me hu bi da. Cocoa farmers hu chiri omo. Ye ka asem na watwa fasoko. Watwa fasoko. O kwaji vote no sa na no mo kan. O kwaji wo mo vote no sa no ra mahama no nko kasa ade na mo yesa ade na mo ni feeling kra towards fellow Ghanaian me yesa me ra ho pa me ra ho